I'm going to be walking through how to make a selection within an image and then duplicating that selection and moving it to another Photoshop document. So I'm just going to start by opening this image by right-clicking on it and then going to Open With, Adobe Photoshop. And this is the image that I want to use. This ghost right here is the object that I want to take out of this whole image. So I want to remove the background, and I'm going to do this by isolating the ghost using the pen tool. So to select the pen tool, it's going to be right here, or I can just click P. And I'm just going to zoom in here. I'm going to start using the pen tool. I'm going to place my first anchor point near the top of the object. I'm going to work clockwise here because I just find it easier. And as you can see, as I'm clicking, I'm also dragging because as I do that, it's going to create a curve to the line on this ghost. And as I'm doing this, it's hard up here as there's so many different ways, but as we get into longer smooth edges like this, we want to try to use as little anchor points as we possibly can, because see how there's not as many anchor points here. It's very smooth. If I were to come in here and use a bunch of anchor points just to complete this one line, it's going to make a very choppy line. So I'm just going to Command Z that and get rid of that. So I'm just going to hold Option click, and that's gonna make a sharp point right there so I can kind of start my line again. And here I am just going along the smooth edge, trying to make as few anchor points as I possibly can. And I'm just gonna finish this and I'll speed it up and get back to you and let you know what the next step is. Alright, so we're just finishing up here. I'm going to connect my last anchor point with the one that we placed first. And now I'm going to go into my paths panel down here. And right here in the work path, you can see it's pretty small, but you can see kind of the outline of the ghost that we have here. We're actually going to double click on this and we're going to save it and just rename it and click OK. And if we don't do this, it's not going to save your selection, which would be very unfortunate because you just did all that work. And I'm just going to isolate the ghost. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click Make Selection. And you can see the walking ants along the outline of the ghost here. And once you do that, you're going to go into your Layers panel and make sure that the image with your ghost on it is selected. And we're going to go down here and click Add Mask. And there she is. Here's our ghost all by herself. So I'm going to now, I have this background layer open and I want to kind of drop the ghost in right here. And there's an easy way to do it other than copy and pasting, because that might distort the photo and such in your clipping mask. So we're actually gonna right click on this layer here and we're going to click Duplicate Layer. And right here where it says Destination, under Document, if you click on it, you can actually see that the background image that I just showed is actually an option. So we're going to call this Ghost, and we're going to click OK. And now when we go back to our background layer, we can see that the ghost is here. We can move it around and place it wherever you want. I think it kind of looks pretty good right there. And that is my tutorial. Thank you.